Welcome back. Well, when people have, I want to make sure I say this right, what they need to heal and thrive, they will. That's the motto behind the Rafah Institute. Please welcome Travis and Ashley to tell us more about it. It is really a wonderful program, and I'm so glad that I got introduced to it today. So first, Travis, kind of give us the overview of everything that you do.
Yeah, we help partner with communities, especially marginalized communities, to design and implement solutions that help members of that community access the kind of resources that they need to heal and to thrive.
Wow, and we were talking about it in the break. You were a former police officer, so you got to see kind of firsthand, kind of talk through about what sparked this desire to start this.
Yeah, as a police officer, I came to the conclusion very quickly that much of what we were dealing with as a police force wasn't really like bad people or criminally natured people. It was people trying to figure out how to survive, especially in low-income communities. And yeah, the way that they were going about it oftentimes, was not legal. They were trying to figure out how to meet their basic economic needs. They didn't have access to good health care, and so they were maybe self-medicating. People were selling all sorts of things from their bodies to drugs to try to meet economic needs, poor education, poor social supports. And so I kind of had the theory that, man, if people had what they need to thrive and to make it, would they be okay? Would they choose to do different things and make different decisions? And so that was kind of the impetus behind starting this.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ashley, you're an amazing part of this as well. And I want to talk about the Justice Diversion Initiative that's part of your institute. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Something that I had never kind of thought of.
Yeah, thank you so much. So what we look at is people in our city who are actually harmed by crime. What we know as that the current criminal legal system doesn't address the needs that they have. And so really offering them a different option. So we work with those individuals who are harmed by young people ages 12 to 17 to really look at what do you really need in the aftermath of this? What do you need in your community? And for those young people saying, why did this happen? And what does it look like for this not to happen again? And what does accountability look like? And bringing those two people together as a community, continuing to strengthen us and realize that that's really what bonds us together, is holding each other accountable and being a community and being in that solidarity.
I love that you bring not only the victim in for help, but the person who did it, and kind of, as you said, create a bond, create an open dialogue, and really get people, understanding the motives behind it and everything. And I read that of the 60 young people who have completed the program, only 2 have been reconvicted on a new charge. Over 90% of the harmed say they were satisfied with the outcome. That's amazing. That's really impressive. Now, you guys have an event coming up for everybody to join in. So tell us about this, the hike.
It's our first annual Hike for Healing. We're really excited about it. It's our first kind of public-facing event. It's free. It will be at Mill Ridge Park down in Antioch, May the 13th. That's like a Saturday and a half from now. And it really is an opportunity for people to come together, share in community, celebrate healing, and to have fun, have good, wholesome fun. I don't know if it's a hike or if it's a walk. Mill Ridge, I don't know if you've been down to Mill Ridge Park, lately, but the Friends of Mill Ridge are really working to get that space together. But they've helped us design a really good path. It's a 5K, it's 3.2 miles. It's dog friendly, pet friendly, it's kid friendly. It's going to be a really good time. Again, it's free. You can go to our website, register, show up on the 13th. It starts at 10 o'clock. But if you want to get a round of yoga in, come at 9:30.
Oh, I love that.
Outside.
Thank
it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, and everybody who joins gets to hear more about what you do and maybe kind of network a little bit. So thank you all for doing what you do. And everybody, please join the hike. Learn more. Visit rafah.org to sign up. It's free and open to the public, and that is RAPHAH.